So before the break we were talking about your Good Morning America experience. Now, what is that like? This is like Good Morning America.
Yeah, no, it was a very, very cool, very unique experience, and I think about a lot of the fun that we had on that show. I remember my first day. GMA, if you ever watch the show, they do a lot of things big. Yeah. They just do a lot of things big. And the first day I started there, what was it? It was Dancing with the Stars. So at the end of every season, the champions and the top three, they get brought to the studio. And my first day, they're bringing in a bus with a whole bunch of people on it, just screaming. They have the dancers on it. They have balloons and just confetti, just a whole bunch of stuff going on. Yeah. And then when you get inside doing a broadcast, they have the dancers dancing. They bring in Robin to dance with a few people. So that was day one. Day two was Robin's birthday. So then the party continued to celebrate Robin Roberts' birthday. So that was like a crazy way to get started. With my first couple of days there, and that was a really good, a good start to the show. Right. And then working with the weather team, you got challenged a lot. It wasn't easy. Like, it was a lot of fun, but one of the toughest parts, at least about my job, was that I was assigned to work directly with the weather anchor, Sam Champion, at the time. Right. So any and everything that was related to him or involved weather, I had a hand in. And between 2010, at least the end of 2010 through early 2012, there were so many big weather events that happened. It was horrible tornadoes in April in Alabama and Mississippi, killed just a lot of people, and you would basically be on call for any type of major disaster. And I remember the year started out, that year, 2011, started out with an ice storm. In Atlanta. And so I'm out hanging out on a Saturday night. It's my weekend. I'm planning on staying out late so I can wake up late. I'm good to go. Then I get up Sunday morning and I see my phone, my work phone, has a whole bunch of calls on it. I'm like, who's calling me? What's going on here? It's like, we need you, Marcus. We need Sam's information because he's headed to Atlanta to cover the ice storm. So I have to rush into work and be available for that. There was another time that the Joplin tornado happened. I remember that. And it was just, a horrible tornado that hit Joplin, Missouri. I get the call that, hey, we're putting Sam on a charter plane to Joplin. We're going to need you to stay up overnight to sort of help gather some of the information so when he hits the ground, he can hit the ground running. Right. So it was a lot of moments like that. So you were always on your toes. And because of that, you more or less worked a lot of hours. And my typical schedule, at least Monday through Thursday, was 4 a.m. to about 5:30 p.m. or 6 p.m. So
that's a long day.
It's a very long day. And a lot of times people would ask me, they were like, well, why are you here so long? I was like, well, when I explained that I have to be available for any emergencies that happen, and also if people have weather questions, I was more or less the guy that they reached out to say, hey, Marcus, there's a couple of storms headed our way. Can you brief the team as to what we can expect? And because of that, it kept me at work a lot. But it still was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I worked with a lot of cool people.